Hey, what's up everybody? Well, this is the first video of the 2025 wakeboard season in northern Utah. Seasons are changing. It's starting to get a little bit warmer out, and the ice has been off the lakes for a while now, even in the mountain lakes. So we just got to make sure that we don't get a lot of snow or rain during the spring, or hopefully the wind will cooperate. But me and Hide are heading to the lake. It's the end of March, or the third week of March, and doing our lake tests before we have any friends come out and the normal crew that wants to ride. We want to make sure the boat's running tip top, make sure there's no issues, and just get back into the routine of picking up, launching the boat, and bringing it back. You know, sometimes you forget what you're supposed to do and forget to hook up the electrical or the trailer hooks, and you're dragging them along the highway. I'm sure we've all done that, and just forgetting certain things that you need to be on the boat. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy this first edit of the year. If the water's good, maybe we'll get a tow behind the boat just to kind of get that first of the season soreness out of the way. And yeah, looking forward to a great summer. Aloha. So everything in the motor compartment seems to be running good. I did find a pen and a bolt in the bilge, so it's always good to keep your bilge clean and free of any debris. I have no idea where this came from. Alright, so this is why you do a lake test. So it looks like my propeller in my front ballast that runs from the back to the front got to the whole tank except the ballast bag. As it was filling the ballast bag, it stopped because at some point it should have been filled and it didn't. Luckily, I always keep some extras on the boat, so I'm emptying the rear ballast because I can't get to the pump in the back to change it out, and hopefully it'll be a quick fix. So we're done with the lake test, and it was a successful lake test in the sense that we're able to identify or work out any issues from the boat being in storage through the winter and make sure that she's running really good for when the crews start to come out and want to ride. So the only issue we had was we got to our spot, started filling up the ballast tanks, and the rears were filled, but I noticed that the bow tank, the front ballast tanks were not filling 100%. I could hear the pump running, but it stopped filling, and I had that issue one time a couple years ago, and it ended up being the impeller on the reversible pump. And luckily after that one time, I ended up buying a couple of brand new ones just to keep on the boat in case the issue came up. And the only thing that was kind of a pain in the butt was I had to drain the back ballast bags and tanks to get to the ballast pump, take it apart, replace the impeller, and then start to fill up again. Everything was good to go. My wife Hide was able to get a set in. We had a couple of friends that were out on the boat just to get a boat ride. And thanks to Austin and Russ, because without them being there, it would have taken a lot more time to get this impeller swapped out. So it definitely saved a lot of time in that aspect. And I was able to get behind the boat for a little bit. Knee is still recovering from surgery in December, but I was able to get a couple of wake jumps in and just get that first pull of the year. So it felt really nice. Water was pretty cold. It was anywhere from 40 to 43 degrees. Air temp was only in the low to mid 50s, so we were definitely breaking the 100 degree rule. But fortunately, it ended up being a lot sunnier than expected, and the wind ended up dying down once we were ready to ride. When we first got out there, it was a lot breezier than the forecast had said it would be. But by the time we were ready to ride, everything was good to go. So hopefully, planning on riding with my first crew in a couple of days and have no other issues pop up. So again, successful lake test day and ready to start the 2025 wakeboard season up here in northern Utah. Aloha.